Hold on, Dark Side. Hold on. We've got Cooper Webb here. First, I just got to give you credit. I heard that Fly Racing WPS had a convention here, and you came on Wednesday to do your part.
We did, man.
Wow.
My family gotta do what we do, and yeah, was able to ride in California Wednesday morning. Did some good riding, some testing, and then good old aircrafts can get you anywhere in a matter of time, man. So yeah, it was cool to meet with all the dealers, see all the other riders, have a good time there. And yeah, been here, we hung out on Thursday, and now we're here for press day.
Dude, that blows my mind. Like most people, when they have a flight, the whole day is consumed by the flight. My mom loses her mind because I'm like doing regular stuff. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get to the airport in 2 hours. You were riding a dirt bike.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about it. You're like, yeah,
nah, and we just happened to be done, and I looked at the clock, and I'm like, wow, I have 2 minutes to get out of here. And
oh, is that close? So, it was that close.
But I'm not a stressor. If you miss it, you miss it, right? And it was great to be there for Fly, so we made it happen, right?
I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. Part of the reason I was concerned is because I don't think last week is the result you wanted. I'm trying to say this as nicely as possible, but you weren't in emergency mode. You weren't in emergency flipping out mode. I can't do any press this week mode.
Nah, no, I mean, it wasn't a good result, but I didn't ride that bad.
Yeah.
It's starts are critical right now, and I kind of had the same thing Eli did, where we spun on the dirt and just had a really bad start. And yeah, obviously I didn't ride as good as I would have liked to, but I do believe with a start I would have been right in the top 5. So anyway, with that all being said, we did do some testing this week to try to get me a little more comfortable on some slicker, drier conditions, which we're gonna have this weekend.
Yep.
And yeah, we know that this isn't a great place for me, so we wanted to try to get as comfortable as possible in these conditions. And yeah, I'm super stoked. We had a great week. Team worked their butts off. Made some good progress, and let's see if it progresses.
Okay, part of this is slick, dry dirt. I think also the book is like, you're so good as the track breaks down and gets rutted up. That probably doesn't happen as much here. Is that part of the equation for you in Glendale, or is it just lack of traction?
A little bit of both, right?
Okay.
I mean, we know what I'm strong at. I feel like I'm strong at everything, but with that being said, as it gets gnarlier, that's more my cup of tea. Like you said, it doesn't break down super gnarly here. It just gets very dry. The speeds are high, as we know. So yeah, you know, there's some stuff that I have to work on there. But with that being said, I think we've always come to this race with,
I guess it's a confirmation, right?
you know, not quite. I don't know how to say it politically correct, but knowing my settings that work on the East Coast, knowing it's not going to work here.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yes.
So we're well aware, and we're ahead of the 8 ball, I feel like, this year.
More so than previous.
Yeah.
More so than previous.
Sure.
I remember, this is 2019, I think. We had a red flag restart in the middle of the race. Didn't you say you even tried to adjust the shock?
Yeah.
while waiting for the staggered restart?
Yeah, we did. So like I said, right, I didn't want to come here knowing that I was a little bit behind the 8 ball. So like I said, I think our testing this week was to try to get me as comfortable as I could in these slick conditions. And like I said, you never know. We could have spun ourselves out, but I feel very confident. The group we have is great, and yeah, we're looking forward to it.
I have one more, because Darkside wants to go. You were sick. You said you lost some time in the off season. Are you actually building physically with each week?
For sure.
So that's improving.
And that's what else, right? You know, if I was 1,000,000%, 100%, I'd be a little bit more panicked. But,
yes.
We'll be in a really good spot by mid-February, I'd say.
It's typical Cooper Webb, to be honest. That's exactly right. All right, go get him. Go get him. Sorry.
Typical racer edge.
Yeah, just scooping people. Thanks, Coop. This is the Weege Show, brought to you by the Honda CRF250R, Honda CRF450R. This is press day at round 4 Monster Energy Supercross at Glendale. Nobody? Nobody wants to talk to you?
No, we had a couple.
Oh, you did already? Okay, I was just feeling, I'm honestly only here because I felt bad. Honestly only here, I felt bad.
Don't feel bad for me. Come on,
You're good.
man.
You did talk to people?
I did talk to people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to feel like, I don't have any friends.
They still care about me.
Okay, shoot. Jeez, you get a couple 7s and people aren't talking to you anymore.
Woo, boy, I know what it feels like, right, man? We've been down there for a while.
Dude, are you on the rebuild a little bit, just from how round 1 went and things like that?
1,000%.
You were jacked?
When you hit the ground at 32 years old, it doesn't come back as easy as you want it to.
No, exactly. Gosh.
But no, we've been, like I said, we've just been kind of healing back from Anaheim 1. And like I said, last week was the first weekend that I actually felt like getting back to a little bit of normal. Rode really good, just made a few mistakes at the end. It's called racing. And like this one would be a fun one for me, because last time I raced Triple Crown here, I got on the podium, so there's a little motivation there.
Okay.
So I like this race. Fans are always awesome, and
one of my biggest reasons why I like this race is one of the biggest floor mats of the series.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, Triple Crown, it's gonna be fun. Always adding sand, some type of mystery. There's always in a Triple Crown race. So we'll see how it is on press day.
We never know. Hey, look.
Hey, the good news. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish. We don't have to worry about rain.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, these California rounds, oddly the California ones are the ones we worry about the most.
I was sitting there thinking, you know, everybody's all hugged up under the bush in the tunnel.
Last week?
And last week when the 250 main start pouring.
Dude.
We're all like looking at each other like, we just can't get out of California without it raining. It just has to rain. It just somehow, some way, it just gotta rain.
Tell any normal person that, oh, we go to California, we always get crushed with rain. They'd be like, what? But it's really the way it works.
They say it doesn't rain all year long, but when we get there, it just wants a downpour.
Actually, let me ask you about that. Is it any different to have a situation where it rains 10 minutes before your race? It wasn't like that in practice. It hadn't been like, does that make it a little more complicated? Like you literally, except for the sight lap, had no clue what you were dealing with, right?
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't. And I think it's just more like, come on, man. Like, you couldn't wait another 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh, should have been fine.
You couldn't wait 20 more minutes.
How different was it?
It was different. It was really greasy at first, of course. And then after a while, after like, I would say maybe just over halfway, the track started to kind of open back up again.
Oh, okay.
But I think at first everybody was kind of riding that goat trail.
Yeah.
We were still riding the same kind of track the 250s was.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And then it definitely plays an effect when it does rain because the gate that you want now it's a little bit more slick. So you can't really see. So.
You don't know.
I picked the bad one.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
these guys too. They had the same story.
Exactly.
Yes. It looked good.
It looked great.
and then it's chaos.
We went out on did a little pop out on the parade lap and it lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm like, we're gonna.
Oh, you already knew.
Oh yeah.
By the time the main event was going, you knew.
I mean, at that point, you just gotta.
There's no changing.
No.
Oh, he already knew.
Hey, that's what they call it racing now, you know?
Got to adapt. Got to adapt.
Got to adapt.
I'm glad you have friends. I'm glad people were talking to you. That's Malcolm Stewart there. I feel like all I'm doing is giving guys bad news, but it's not stuff you don't know. I'm going to say the first 3 rounds this year haven't gone quite as well as last year. Can I say that? Is there like a diplomatic, soft way that I can ease into this? They haven't quite gone as well.
Look, I'm just trying to fool everybody.
Okay.
And as you can tell by the last couple years, you know, I've done very well in the first couple rounds.
Yep.
And I haven't finished the season out.
Oh, I like this. I like this.
It's my take on, you know, reversing the season. So my comeback starts now.
Gotcha.
And we can finish the season strong. So hopefully I don't regret it at the last race.
Yeah, you have to put up where you have to come through now.
Yes, I have to come through.
Yes, because that's right. Your first KTM year, you got second at Oakland, right off the rip. Second race of the year, started strong.
And ended weak.
Were you not even there?
Oh.
At the end of the year?
No.
And then last year you weren't there at the end of the year?
I wasn't. And even 23 I wasn't.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
I didn't realize the alarming trend we have here. I did not realize.
So I'm trying to reverse that.
Okay. Can you have any clue of how you're riding or how you fit in or how you feel? Do you have any clue at this point? There's not a lot of data. Do you think you're fine?
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
I think I'm fine. I'm confident. I've been riding so good during the week. It's just, you know, a bit of bad luck here.
Yeah.
I hit a slick spot in San Diego and smashed my face into the ground. And then last weekend, I just made bad judgment and went for a pass. It wasn't there. And
it wasn't that you messed up. We thought maybe you missed your brake or something.
Well, I planned to land on my back brake.
Yes.
But I think I missed it.
Okay.
So I didn't plan on
cleaning him out.
Yes, I didn't plan on that. If you know me, you know,
that's not your style.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Yes,
so,
okay.
So yeah, I planned to land on my back brake, but I think I missed it, and yeah, that end result tore my throttle cable and ended my night pretty early. So yeah, that's on me though.
But when you've been riding, you felt good.
Oh, dude. And I had my best week of riding so far. Yeah.
This week. Okay.
So.
Okay.
Bike's feeling good. I'm feeling good. I just need to execute.
The comeback begins now.
It's gonna be one hell of a comeback.
Oh my gosh. Chasing the cowboy round at round. Maybe instead of 2 rounds in, 2 rounds to go, have the point lead. Press day. What? Yeah. Chris blows. What are you doing?
Talking to Mitchell.
But are you a mechanic?
Professional, yes.
You look like you're here not to hang out. Like, if you were just here to chill, you wouldn't have a huge backpack. Like you have an actual job, it looks like.
Yeah, obviously I own my own suspension company,
Yes.
and I do
Yep.
some suspension for a couple guys. So just out here trying to fine tune them in, and if
Really?
they need anything, I'm here. So
What if they needed you to hop on the bike and
can
put
do
in some
that too.
laps? Could you
Yeah,
do that?
yeah.
He could do that. He could do that. Yeah. It is press day, so I'm just stealing your convo because he's here for the media.
What's up?
You and your poor teammate here, what did you get, 11th and 12th last week?
12 and 13.
12 and 13. See,
Yeah.
that's what sucks. No one pays attention. If you have a horrible night, they notice.
Oh, yeah.
If you have a great night, they notice. If you're right in the middle.
Yeah.
So I don't feel you got attention, so I'm giving you some.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yes. How has it been going? You're a full-time 450 guy. You're on beta. How's it going?
It's going good. We're getting there. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really like fully, I'd say, prepared coming into the season, like physically with myself.
Why is that? Did you not expect a race?
No, I did. It's just like the world stuff and jet lag and sick and stuff like that.
Oh,
I just
all
felt
that.
like
Yeah.
I was in a good spot, but I wasn't where I wanted to be.
Yes.
So I feel like Anaheim 1, I was a little timid, and we've just been getting a little bit better every weekend. Last weekend was a great result for the team. So just kind of looking to keep building and kind of that halfway mark. Dallas, Daytona is when I want to be like, I guess, battling more up front.
Yeah.
I don't know if up front's the right word. Just that next group of guys that I'm racing.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's been great.
That is interesting because I think, say with Tomac, people are thinking he's coming in with all this momentum because he raced World Supercross. You're saying he can cut both ways.
I think so. I think the travel and the jet lag was a lot. You know, there was 3.5 weeks of like no riding going on because we were traveling so much.
Yes.
So it was, you know, it's 2 days to get to Australia. You know, you ride we race 2 days there, and then it's 2 days home, and then we're dealing with jet lag for a week, and then we fly to Abu Dhabi, and we got race Abu Dhabi, which is kind of like an arena cross. Flying home from that, we're dealing with jet lag from that. So it was just like I didn't really expect it, and it kind of like compounded. And trying to, I don't want to say rush it, but like trying to get back into the swing of things, coming back from that, I think I tried a little too quick, and I got sick. And then dealing with sickness, and then Christmas, and it was just a lot that I wasn't really thinking about or prepared for. So yeah.
Last day in the bike, what's it been like? You've ridden for some very high-end teams, and you've run at the front, more in the 250 class.
Yeah.
But is it there?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. We made some positive changes this week with just the engine package and gearing and stuff. So I love it. I mean, I've been comfortable on it pretty much since my second or third week on the bike. You know, getting on it, not really having a base setting to go off of, and kind of starting from scratch was a bit of a process, but I feel like we got it figured out really quickly, and I'm super comfortable on it. I really enjoy the bike, the people we're working with, and everyone on the team has been awesome. So yeah, not very many changes have been going on lately.
Wow. And as a bonus, how long ago was it? Was it almost 3 years ago that you thought, yeah, I'd be done?
Yeah.
And look at, you're still going.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago. You know, it's it kind of make that switch is like, okay, if I can't do it my way, if I can't make X amount of dollars, if I can't afford to survive, then I gotta kind of hang the boots up. So that was, yeah, you
can't just chase the dream forever. It has to make sense.
Exactly.
And lo and behold, it's actually working.
Yeah, it's working. It's been working really well the last couple of years. So I don't know how much longer I have in the sport. Obviously, I'd like to race a couple more years.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, I've always said that if I can call it quits when I want to call it quits, then it was a successful career.
Yeah.
Rather than not being able to race because I can't get a job. So yeah, I've just been enjoying every second of it. It's you learn to appreciate things a lot more the older you get. The perspective changes a lot. This is everything to us, but at the end of the day, it's such a small portion of our lives, so just trying to enjoy it.
That's well said. Yeah. I have to keep doing this forever. Your day will end, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Here's one guy. Hi, Jason. Are you interviewing him?
I'm doing the video French.
Oh, you're a TV guy now. You're part of the TV. Speak English well? A little bit? Not too much?
That's why we have the video pass in French now.
I'm aware. Yeah. Pretty much for him. Pretty much for him.
Hang on,
go get it.
Yeah, we're doing a.
No, I just found out. Yeah,
well,
big TV guy.
Yeah, I said he's never going to talk to me. So let's do this.
That's why I asked the English, and it was That's Anthony Burden. If you're wondering who's the guy that keeps getting top 10 every week, now on the Toyota of Redlands Bar X Yamaha, and he did it last year on the Suzuki, that's the guy. Just doesn't do much English, so that's why you haven't seen interviews with him. A couple other pieces right here. See this name right here? Don't adjust your sets. That is a KTM for former Kawasaki guy. Let's not forget that's who he won with, but Yamaha guy. Now, Ryan Villapoto, but he's wearing the shirt, he's wearing the hat. He's a KTM dad because his son is racing here, and then he has twins, so his other son is racing later in the year. They didn't pack the gate with double Villapotos. I saw Ryan. He grabbed me by the shoulders. It hurt. He still has the grip strength of a 4-time Supercross champion. He's fired up. So they're only about 5 months into really taking the sport seriously for his kids, so don't judge too harshly if he doesn't dominate or even podium or anything like that. It's fine. Let's see who else we can find. I'd like to find RV himself, but he must be out there scouting lines with his kid Gage.
It's your left.
See if he can beat 6. That's what my kid got. And you want to talk about not taking it seriously. We were not taking it seriously. Watch this. Attack of the Juju. We're attacking. We don't let riders stand on the track by themselves on press day, not do press.
No?
No, we don't.
We don't?
I was about to say, dude, you growing up in Lake Havasu, the hard, slick dirt here would play for you, but this is not looking like hard, slick dirt, at least at the moment.
It's a little soft, not gonna lie.
It is. It is a little soft.
Well,
I
I feel
not
like it's
last,
always
though.
like this.
It starts this
I feel
way.
like they start like this just to try and make it somewhat decent, but then
it'll become what it
becomes,
becomes.
yeah.
Okay, so then back to my point. Do you have an advantage? The way it'll probably turn out. Does that help
so.
you? I mean, is that what you rode growing up?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I did pretty good in this stadium most of the time, so
okay.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I mean,
you had
the track's gonna be fast, that's for sure, but
well, look,
nice.
I've always heard the rider's dream is long lanes and 180s. This is the most long lane 180s track I've ever seen. Does it actually play that way?
But the lanes really aren't that long. I feel like there's more straightaways than anything. Like this stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, we're basically talking football field length.
I feel
1,
like
2, 3, 4.
I feel like we got normal rhythms.
But how many 180s? There's a 180 there, there's a 180 there, there's a 180 there.
There's gonna be a lot of 180, but then it's like we have that flat turn over there. We're gonna get some ruts, like an Altor kind of style. I mean, this berm's really wide.
Oh, this is not a regular 180. Yeah, you can't block past. You can Vince Freezy it over the inside. Yeah. How is your life? All of a sudden, you're like a guy that could win a title. That change anything for you?
Nah.
You don't seem like a dude that overthinks this stuff.
No, just keep doing what we've been doing. Have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yep. And obviously, it's been a lot of fun this week between you and Haiden. Is that fun too?
Yeah, I enjoy it. We all have fun. I get on Instagram, start laughing. It's awesome.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't have poked if you didn't want to engage.
Yeah,
you did it.
I knew it was gonna come back for me, so we were having fun. We enjoy it.
And whoever is putting together your edits, they have been fire. You got a guy for this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Pork Chop.
My guy, the boys at Converge.
Yes. No, they kill it. No, the music, the footage.
He called me on Monday morning. Yeah. He said, I got something good for this week. I was happy. When they posted it, I was like,
but you did approve.
That one, yeah, I approved.
You did approve.
I approved.
Yes.
But I was like, that one's awesome. That one's good.
No, it was good.
Funny.
Yes. Yeah, so pressure, red plate, drama, it's rolling off your back.
Yeah, or racing dirt bikes. Anything can happen.
That's a great point.
We're ready to have fun.
And is there any point of you that says, dude, look where I was 3 years ago?
Yeah, for sure.
This is awesome.
Yeah, to be in this situation's amazing for me, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think, even coming into this year, I don't think I was a twinkle in anyone's eye to be a title contender.
Yeah.
So to be doing this, I feel like it's a big step for me, but I'm ready for the fight, ready for the battle, and ready to have some fun.
That's what we want to hear. Keep it interesting. All right.
Thank you.
This dirt will get better. Will get worse, but it'll be better for him. TV's gonna grab Juju. So, as we keep chatting here on the Weege Show, obviously there's another topic that is run like wildfire, but it's kind of weird. Is this important or is this not important? I'm a sports fan, but not a hardcore sports fan of the other sports. I do watch NFL games and NBA games, and I watch Major League Baseball. My kids into it as well. So I follow it to a significant degree, but obviously not nearly as close as I followed this back when I was a kid, when I was a fan, where I devoured all the info, and like I do now, where it's actually my job to do that. So we touched on last week the Lawrence's parting with their agent, Lucas Myrtle. I just feel like in the interest of fairness, you have to tell all sides of the story. The Lawrence's put out a statement, and Wasserman Media Group, that was Myrtle's employer, puts out a statement saying he's terminated. We have an obligation to explain that. I think some fans love that stuff. Probably most fans love getting the inside dirt, drama, gossip, whatever there might be, the behind the scenes stuff you normally don't hear about. But I do think there's a subset of fans, I see the comments, that are like, just talk about the racing, man, just talk about the racing. But once we've already gone down the road of fairness of, if someone's going to release a statement, we owe it to them to post it. I say all the time, Clark Star, I say it all the time when I host these media training sessions. We're not here just to be a pain in the butt. We're not here just, Juju wants to look at the track and now I'm interrupting you. Yes, sometimes we are a pain. Yes, sometimes we are taking time from you, but you can utilize us as a vehicle to tell your story or help mold your image, help the fans understand who you really are as a person. And I encourage all racers to utilize that and make this a symbiotic relationship, because honestly, they're giving us a ton. They're giving us our time. If they didn't do that, we couldn't even do our job. So I feel an obligation that if they want to put something out of the media, we should accommodate. But once we do that, then you also have to accommodate the other side. That's why I paraphrase some of the things that Lucas Myrtle put on his social in response to that. That's why we put a story on the RacerX site on what Myrtle said when he went on Mathis's Pulp Show. And then the Lawrences filed paperwork that is public about a lawsuit, and it had some juicy details. And you know, if you're gonna tell the Lawrence side and then the Mertz response, then you've got to give the Lawrence response to Myrtle. And then I even posted his response to that response under the legal proceedings story that's on the RacerX website right now. It is our obligation to do that. Again, I think there's a large subset of fans that absolutely love this stuff. I also understand, to bring this back to the earlier point I was making, I love watching NBA games. I'm a New York Knicks fan. I'm probably not interested in gossip about legal proceedings and agents and things at that level. At that level of fan there, I just want to know who's going to win the games. And could the Knicks win the title this year? That's all I'm interested in. The backdoor stuff doesn't interest me that much. So I do understand that there's a subset of fans who are like, don't bother with this. But I will say, if anyone's complaining that we post it, I'm still here at press day. We're doing the exact same thing. Reporting on one is not taking away from a reporting on something else. Every once in a while on RacerX, we'll try to do something goofy or silly on the website or on Instagram, and half the comments are, stop reporting on this stupid stuff, I want to hear about the races. We're still going to give you all the racing coverage we can possibly give you. One doesn't equate to not doing the other. As for the Mertz Lawrence situation, there's a video we already posted on the site this morning that I had to do in my hotel room last night, because that's when this news broke. You know me, I'm not a huge opinion hot take guy. You guys can come up with your own conclusion or opinion. I'm not weighing in on it. It's the same reason when guys block past, you'll hear me say this all the time. I don't have a hard opinion either way. You folks in the comments can argue it out, whatever you want to do on that. Or maybe you don't even care about this, which, like I said, if I was a casual fan, I wouldn't. But we do have an obligation to report, especially when people are asking us. They are putting out public pieces in public. It's not us digging out things that don't exist. If we're gonna ask for hours of your time every week, if you want a statement to go out in public, people want to defend themselves, Mertz wanted to go on Pulp and tell his side of the story, we have an obligation to give them that time, since we're taking from them all the time. So that's that. As far as the series is concerned, we all know that the Cinderella at the ball right now is this man, Ken Roczen. It's been a fantastic start to the season, and he's got these beautiful red plates, although it's like a metallic.
So you don't have to deal with.
It's more of a metallic than a red, to be quite honest with you. But it still looks cool, and it's an awesome story. We'll see. He's great at this building. He's great at Triple Crowns. He's great at Triple Crowns in this building. So there's a lot to like. So we'll see if that turns out for him.
We'll see. What's up, Weege?
Sunglasses.
Yeah, can you just
sunglasses?
Stir in the pot more.
Sunglasses. Okay, I can't tell what hat he's wearing.
He's grounds for being fired.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get this posted. We'll get this started. We'll get this started.
Copied Pulp and Ulrich on it.
Okay, so the Yamaha folks have been informed.
Yeah.
So how's it going?
It's going well.
How's it going?
It's going well.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going well. Yeah. To explain what you told me before, look, this is relatively new into this process.
Yes, it is.
We're not in the we're here to dominate, show everybody what's up stage of racing.
Just go out and ride well.
Just go out and ride well.
That's the plan.
Yes, do your best. But you were saying the last couple weeks when I saw you how, man, we're going in pretty deep. But that's pretty new.
Yeah.
You haven't been super deep moto dad for that long.
5 months.
5 months?
Ish, yeah.
It started last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
It did.
How many times have you said to myself, what am I doing, man?
Dude, it's the only thing I know how to do it well. And it's the only thing I know how to teach character and hard work and work ethic. So,
that is true. Those things you do know.
I didn't swing a hammer. I didn't have a desk job.
Yes.
I don't do shitty media like you do.
Yeah, we don't even have to do any of the hard work. It's easy for us.
Yeah,
your job was hard. But there are parts of your job that you didn't have to do.
No,
that you now have to do.
Yes.
So what about that part?
Well, since I don't have any of the other stuff to do.
Yes.
You know, the training, the riding part of it. I like it. You know, I'm not doing top ends or anything like that, but
you got people.
Yes, I have people. Yes.
The point you made when I saw you a couple weeks ago is like, okay, yes, I don't have a job, so I can pull this off. But how the heck did our parents do it when they had jobs?
It shows the level of commitment and how. I mean, it's hard. I have 2 of them, so it's a little bit tougher than just doing one.
Yes.
But yeah, dude, it's a ton of work.
Yes.
We haven't even started. You know, being gone for 2 weeks or a week here and a week there.
Yeah.
You know, doing Texas Nationals and doing 2 weeks long. Like, when you have a real job. So
yeah, I don't even know how they do it.
It's bizarre. Honestly, I don't know how. It shows the commitment level. You know.
It's unfortunate that it's taken you 36 years to realize how hard your mom and dad worked to make this happen. It's terrible.
You get smarter as you get older.
I guess so. All right, I hope you don't get fired. It's just for fun.
I hope
it's
not.
KTM Juniors. Are you jumping in here? No, they're talking to this guy. This is the first time someone's been like, no, we're not trying to get Deegan. It's the first time in your life.
Dude, you messed up, bro.
What was that?
Last 17-year-old to win was not Jet.
No, you can pick whoever you want.
17 to win a title.
Supercross, or
a race?
Podium a race. You said it was Jet.
Was it you? I mean, I would assume that's where you're going. Hey, Clinton Fowler, we went fast. The king of the calculator is now the queen of the calculator, because that's who gave me the info. So I got to look at that. 17, you got a podium in your first year?
Yeah.
First year in Soupy?
Yeah.
That was third race?
Daytona.
Is that your third race? You started at Atlanta or Arlington. You got a fourth.
It was Houston, Tampa, somewhere else, but yeah. It was on the first hand account.
The real problem is, look, I pawned it off on the stat guy, but if I know you're watching, there's probably a whole bunch of other stuff I got wrong.
I didn't even notice it until I seen an interview of I was rewatching the finish line, and you were talking about Davies. I didn't even pay attention to it until.
That's what I would prefer. Like, I would prefer you to not pay attention, because even though that one I'm pawning off on the stat guy, there's probably a whole bunch of other stuff you hate. So please listen to as little as possible, all of you guys.
Yeah.
We hype you up pretty good.
Yeah, you're good.
We hype you up pretty good.
You get us fired up.
Where are we at right now? Like, the first 2 rounds, you were frustrated. You said that the bike was better, starts were better. Are you like, was it way less of a fire drill this week than the first couple?
Yeah, we didn't have to test anything, I'll say that.
You're good now.
The bike was good.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I could actually race. Like, I mean, I showed, like, I guarantee you if we had, on the East Coast guys were over here, some of the top dogs, we would be going quite a bit faster, I think. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of, I don't know. It's
I see what you're saying.
Like, I don't know, like, where the level is at right now.
Right.
And
because we
like
lost RJ, we lost Levi. There's a lot of fast dudes that aren't racing right now.
Which, like, last week I was pushing, but I wasn't. Like, when I was in the lead, I was riding like 75%, and I still opened up to like a 5 second, 6 second gap. So, like, I don't know, like, when the East-West Showdown is going to be cool. I think it'll be cool.
What was the difference seeing how good you probably felt in December and the first 2 rounds? Because I'm sure you probably felt like the bike was where it needed to be.
Oh, yeah. East Coast, I felt good.
That's it.
And they came to the West, and it's a little different.
Absolutely. It's his fault.
Yeah, it's all his.
But then the redemption was all on me.
Yeah.
Oh, blame, but also praise. Yeah. Well, I'm going to blame it on the stat guy. Just put it on Duff.
Yeah.
Put it on Duff. You're 19. You're like the old guy of the class now. You're the old guy. All right, that's Haiden Deegan. Now I can put that in the title of the show, so we're going to dominate on the views. It's been a fantastic Weege Show. Thanks to all the riders giving us time at press day. And they're going to do some riding, and I'm going to do some 9 other jobs that I have. Thanks for watching, and thanks for Honda for backing our show. The art of winning, Honda CRF250R and 450R. How about the fact that the very last thing I'm saying on like a 25-minute show is that last week Jet Lawrence came back and won again for the first time in a while. it's all relative, right? He was 12th at Anaheim 1. That's what made it seem like a big comeback, but nobody's talking about that. The Roczen story is awesome. The 250 drama is awesome. This Mert drama, like I said, there's a big percentage of people that are super into it. You would not think it's possible for someone like Jet Lawrence, who we always get criticized for talking about too much, could win a race and not probably get talked about enough for it. That's what makes the beginning of the year so cool. There's 100 different cool stories out there. We'll see how many more unfold tomorrow night. I'll be in the booth with RC, Triple Crown. Enjoy.